Hello, Scorpios, and welcome to your August 2026 monthly horoscope. My name is Justyna. Welcome to my channel. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. All right, so today we are going to look at some of the most important events happening in the month of August, and I'll tell you how they may influence your life on a deeper level. I follow Western astrology, tropical zodiac, and these horoscopes are most accurate for your rising sign, also called the ascendant sign. However, you can also watch them for your moon sign or your sun sign if you wish, just to get a bigger picture and a wider perspective upon your life. So welcome. All right, so we start with Chiron turning retrograde in the sign of Taurus on the 3rd of August at 0 degrees of Taurus. So Chiron entered Taurus around the 19th of June. It will stay here until the 18th of September. This year, this is just a preview. We will feel this energy much more profoundly from next year and onwards. So this is happening in your 7th house of your relationships, of one-to-one connections, unions. So it's all about one-to-one dynamics, but also contracts you have with other people, your marriage, past relationship patterns as well. So when Chiron turns retrograde, this is generally when you might become more aware of any wounds associated with the energy of Chiron transiting the 7th house. So here, this could be connected to wounds related to rejection, abandonment, disappointment within the one-to-one dynamics, feeling unsupported, feeling invisible. So these sort of wounds, feelings, emotions, memories may resurface during the retrograde phase of Chiron, giving you a chance for seeing them from a different light, different perspective. But this is, of course, a major chance for healing, because so when Chiron is retrograde, we also often realize how much we have sacrificed, how much we have tolerated, and sometimes we say enough is enough, and we put our foot down. So it's a major healing process. Some of your existing relationships might go through the healing phase during this time, especially if both you and the other person are willing to acknowledge what's working, what isn't. So which patterns need to be healed and reviewed, reassessed. Here, when it comes to any agreements, contracts you have with other people, when it comes to any business agreements, this is about clarity, and this is about mutual respect. Overall. And at the same time here, as we move forward on August the 11th, Mars, your traditional ruler, moves into Cancer, the sign of its fall, your 9th house. Not the most comfortable placement for Mars, the planet of action, drive, courage, motivation. Here in the sign of Cancer, this is when we become quite easily emotionally triggered. But at the same time, Mars here might give you a lot of desire for traveling, for learning, for engaging in activities or experiences that can help you grow. So this is the area of personal growth, personal development. So you might feel motivated to study, to learn new things, to travel, to share your ideas, your knowledge. So it's a very action-oriented energy, but also it helps you to see life from a slightly bigger perspective. This energy could also bring a lot of passion, especially about topics of your interest, but at the same time, with Mars in Cancer, generally sometimes it's easier to find oneself in a situation when, especially if someone disagrees with your opinions, with your beliefs, with your life philosophy, it's easy to get triggered and become quite offended and protective, even overly protective of your own views, of your own beliefs, etc. So it's something to keep in mind, because generally be mindful of becoming too defensive, especially during some debates, discussions, especially connected to legal matters, to politics. At the same time, this energy could also bring a forward momentum in any legal matters, any international affairs, connections, business affairs. As well. Now, here, this month, of course, this is also the month of eclipses. Eclipses season. That's August and March this year, February as well. But here, this is a month of eclipses. We've got 2 eclipses in August. One is in the sign of Leo at around 20 degrees on August the 12th. The other one is in Pisces at around 4 degrees on the 28th of August. So here, these 2 eclipses will bring interesting developments for you, without a doubt. The first eclipse is in the sign of Leo in your 10th house. So the very first eclipse in Leo in this cycle, the cycle that started in February 2026 with an Aquarius eclipse, in your 4th house, now there's an eclipse in the 10th house of Leo. So solar eclipses tend to bring new beginnings. And these are very, very powerful new moons, 5 times stronger than a regular new moon. It's like a new moon on asteroids, they say. But generally, with the South Node eclipse, this is a karmic, generally this eclipse carries a karmic essence, undertone, which means that during this time, you will be also letting go of something connected to your life direction, career, whether that's a redefinition of your goals, of what success means to you on a deeper level. This could be about becoming more realistic about your expectations, but overall, this could be connected to a moment of recognition, a new job, a promotion, a new position, a new client, for example, a complete shift in your direction as well. So at the same time, because the South Node is involved in this eclipse, this also indicates that there's a shift of energy. You're letting go of something related to your career direction, something related to your outside world, public life. But generally, this is a time of visibility. This is a time of visibility, recognition, fulfillment in a way as well. Mercury will be already out of the post-retrograde phase. The South Node will be in Leo. The North Node will be in Aquarius. Jupiter is here as well. And it's a really remarkable time of new possibilities, of some career breakthroughs even, of feeling a greater sense of accomplishment, fulfillment, as well. So it's all about your career and your public life, your life direction, and more visibility, a greater sense of accomplishment as well. Now, generally this doesn't have to happen on the day. Remember, it's also important to monitor when the nodes transit the degree of the eclipse. And at this point, the South Node will not have reached the degree of the eclipse. So this eclipse will be yet again activated towards the end of August, beginning of September. So generally a new chapter in your public life, in your professional life. If you're currently retired, then this means that this could be a brand new chapter, something that you're really, really passionate about, maybe some kind of community involvement, and maybe you'll be teaching, or generally this could be connected to the next chapter in your retirement life, an opportunity for some kind of engagement in the public arena even. All right, so then on the 23rd, the Sun enters Virgo. So we start Virgo season on the 23rd of August. That's your 11th house. So usually wherever the Sun transits our birth chart, this is usually the area of life where things are happening. The focus is here. Your attention turns onto your area of groups, communities, and networking. That's a Virgo season for you. So it's a good time for attending workshops, circles, joining communities, becoming a member of a gym, for example. It's a great time for committing to something to do with group involvement, your friendship circle connected to joining a new group, new circle, community, Maybe this is connected to some social gatherings, for example, social reunions. Maybe something also to do with you hosting a workshop. So it's all about other people. It's all about visibility and investing your energy towards doing things with others, whether that's related to a project, leisure, or perhaps the expansion of your social life circle. This will, of course, depend on your circumstances, but here, this is definitely a time to engage and expand your network, engage in some community or professional activities, for instance, as well. And of course, this is also the area of your long-term dreams and goals and objectives. So this could also see you. Thinking more deeply about your long-term aspirations, long-term goals. Now, on the 28th of the month, there is a lunar eclipse in Pisces. Lunar eclipse in Pisces happening at around 4 degrees of Pisces in your area of the 5th house. This is the area of creativity, self-expression, children, romance. And here, this is generally a continuation of a cycle that started in September 2024. Now, the day before this eclipse occurs, there is a Mercury and the Sun cazimi in Virgo at 4 degrees in the house opposing your area of your 5th house. So this is also an interesting one because during those cazimis, it's essential to really pay attention to your thoughts, to your intuition, to any synchronicities. This is in regards to your social circle, any group involvement, anything to do with friendships, anything to do with some support or supportive connection, perhaps as well. All right, so then on the 28th, with the lunar eclipse in Pisces and the eclipsed moon opposing the cazimi that would have occurred the day before. So at this point, we've got opposing Mercury. This is also quite an important aspect of this lunar eclipse. So lunar eclipses are 5 times stronger than a regular full moons, and generally eclipses tend to accelerate the timeline. So whatever happens during the eclipse season would have happened anyway. Eclipses simply tend to speed things up. So this could be connected to a major turning point in your romantic relationship, in your business or freelancing journey, or perhaps this could be connected to a project, a goal, idea, hobby, something here reaching a point of a completion, or perhaps moving into the next stage. This could be about a turning point and more clarity, because generally during the eclipses, we gain clarity, and this could be also about healing of your inner child, reconnecting with something that brings you happiness and joy, fulfillment as well. With the opposition to Mercury, this could be also a time of some major realizations connected to your social circle, social obligations, or some responsibilities. And at the same time, this could be also for some a wake-up call, especially if you're involved in any collaborations, partnerships. And this lunar eclipse could also make you realize whether this collaboration project you're involved in is still the right fit for you. It's a pretty interesting one because it occurs around the cazimi on the 27th. So this could be about also some influential person in your life, or an important conversation that you may have with another person that may also have a significant or some kind of impact upon the energy of this lunar eclipse. But at the same time, the 5th house also deals with children. So for some Scorpios, matters involving children, your children, might be also of significance at this time. So this is what I've got for you today. Thank you so much, Scorpios. As you can see, it's a really jam-packed month. The highlight is the eclipse in Leo on the 12th, because this eclipse activates your area of public life, career, life direction, some new beginnings, new chapters, years that you're starting here is going to be unfolding throughout the month of August. So on this note, I wish you all the very best. Thank you again, and bye for now.